Hey everyone, in this video I want to quickly show you a technique that I used to use a lot back when I was a bit more into electronic music production and just wanted to create random, glitchy, crazy sounds for that. But I've kind of rediscovered it a bit for sound design, and it's a very simple technique I think, and it's also great if you don't really know what to do and you need some sort of spark of inspiration, or you're looking for some inspirational sounds maybe to give you an idea for something. Then I think this is a nice way to do it. The basic idea is to just use one modulator and modulate a lot of things, and then just play around with the shape of the modulator, with the tempo of the modulator, and you want to change the amounts of the modulation. And by doing this, you're going to create a lot of random sounds that would have been very difficult to create intentionally, and you might also discover some new interesting techniques. So I just want to quickly show you how you could go about this. The basic idea is very straightforward, so you can just do your own thing. But for this example, I'm just going to use LFO1, and I'm just going to put this, let's say, on the level of this one. I'm going to use all three oscillators and the sampler as well, and I'm just going to put this on the level of all of those, also on the level of the noise here. Later on you're gonna change the amounts here, and you can invert the modulation and stuff like that, just so you get some more variation. But in this case we can also just maybe pitch this one down and make it a sine wave, and pitch this one up one octave and detune it a bit. And then we can also make use of the different functions we have here. So let's use this one on oscillator 2 and a different one on oscillator 1. Again, this is just randomly doing stuff. We can also use a filter. Let's use it for all of these and maybe put this on the mix of the filter. And we can also put this on a cutoff a bit, and also on the filter modulation here. Could also give it a bit of drive maybe, and then just go over to the effects section, use a compressor here, modulate distortion a bit, modulate the mix of chorus, maybe also the mix of the reverb, just maybe not all the way up here. And yeah, you could just keep going and just modulate a lot of different things. We can also go in here and just map the LFO to the global voice transpose and set the amount to the maximum here. And now essentially we have these two sections where we can change the tempo and the shape of this modulator, and then we have all of these here, all the amounts that you can change around, and you can actually also modulate these. And for some of these it can be interesting to set them to bipolar, so they go in both directions. You can also do this here. And then you're just gonna play the sound at different pitches and see if you are gonna get some interesting results. And yeah, and then just go in there and change some of this stuff here. You can change the curves a bit and change the amounts here. Set stuff to bipolar. Of course, you can also just change this to different wavetables and modulate the wavetable as well. Put this on the pitch of the individual oscillators just to modulate them even more. And then you can also start deactivating maybe a few oscillators, maybe the sample. And just in general, change the settings here. You can also add more stuff here, of course. Add something a bit more extreme, maybe a comb filter. And just put this LFO and pretty much everything in there. Change this one too. And then again, just change stuff in here. So yeah, this is just all super random, but I guess you get the idea. And you can do this, with a lot of synthesizers. And of course, you can also combine it with external effects. What I would probably do is just randomly record stuff like this and then just play with the audio even more. If you don't really know what to do and you're just looking for some inspiration, then this is a pretty nice technique to just get happy accidents and then work a bit more intentionally from there.